Hello,
Hi.
welcome to the IELTS speaking test. My name is John. I'm examiner today. What's your name?
Hello, John. My name is Hammy, and you can call me Me for short.
Okay, thank you. In the first part of the test, you will be asked a general question about yourself on a range of familiar topic. Okay? Let's talk about home. Does your hometown have many places to visit?
Well, I was born and raised in Ho Chi Minh City, which is a beautiful hometown to live in. It has a lot of attractions to go and a variety of foods you can enjoy. And you can also meet a lot of people that you can make friends with.
Okay, thank you. What is the most interesting thing about your hometown and why?
To be honest, there's just way too many things that I love about my own hometown. But if I had to pick one thing, then I would say the community. They are extremely supportive of each other. Even though we might not be close to each other, we still help each other nonetheless. And we are charitable and we offer a lot of encouragement to each other.
How do you think your hometown will change in the future?
From my perspective,
And why?
there's obviously will be a lot of changes as we grow up and as we go on to the future. For one, the infrastructure of my own hometown might change because as the population grow, we might need to make a few modifications in order to fit with everybody in the area. And another thing is that I think the education programs will also have some kind of alternations to it. As technology grows, we need to adapt to it and change the way that we teach our own children too.
Let's talk about outdoor activities. What is the most popular outdoor activities in your country and why?
Can you repeat that, please?
Okay. What is the most popular outdoor activities in your country and why?
Older?
Outdoor activities.
Outdoors.
Why?
Well, in Vietnam, specifically in my area, we opt to play a lot of sports outside to build our physical strength and improve our stamina. And one of the most popular sports among our community is badminton. We usually play badminton with a shuttlecock and a racket. And we only need 2 people in order to participate in the game. And from my experience, I've tried it once and it was extremely entertaining.
Is it important for children to do outdoor activities? Why?
Well, to be frank, it is essential for children to go outside to do some kind of activity because it is healthy for everybody to exercise and we need to stay healthy in order to be happy. And by going outside and maybe doing sports or playing games, children can maintain a healthy condition and they can have a healthy mental state of mind.
Are there any outdoor activities that you think are dangerous and why?
Among the activities that we usually do outside, there's also a lot of risk that could come with doing them, such as playing sports recklessly without having the proper protections, From my own experience, I've witnessed a lot of people roller skating on the pavements, and they usually would fall down due to the unsteady infrastructure of the pavement itself. And often I don't see them having any kneecaps or helmets, which could cause a lot of injuries and possibly could send them to the hospital if it went too bad.
Okay. And the next, we will talk about going to a dentist, right? When was the last time you went to see a dentist?
To be honest, I don't quite remember, but I do remember that it was during the summer last year, probably. And when I went to the dentist, I went to check my cavities, and fortunately, I don't have any problems with my teeth, but my dentist did advise me to get some braces because my teeth is not that.
Okay. How often do people go to the dentist clinics these days? How often? What do you think and why?
Can you rephrase the question, please?
How often do people go to the dentist clinics these days?
Well, I can't exactly tell, but from an article that I read, people usually advise us to go to dentist every 3 months for a usual checkup if there's any problem with our teeth.
Do young children usually feel afraid when they visit a dentist?
Well, as a child myself, I am usually deathly afraid to go to the dentist. And so does my brothers and my cousins. So I can't exactly say for everybody, but I would say that most children are afraid to go to the dentist. For many reasons too, because getting your teeth plucked out is a little bit scary. But going to the dentist is normal and it can be helpful for you.
Okay. The second part of the test, you will be given the test card and asked to talk about a particular topic. You get 1 minute to prepare. You can make a note during time. Then you need to talk about the topic for 1 or 2 minutes. Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's go. Let's talk about friends. Talk about a friend who has played a big part in your life. You should say when you meet what your friends is like. What is so special about him or her, and explain the impact she has had on you. Thank you.
All right. So I have had a lot of friends in my life. However, there's this one girl who stood out to me the most. Her name is Nicole, and I met her during elementary school. And I usually call her Beam because of her special smile that just lights up like the sun, and her smile just brings this kind of positivity to me because of her free charisma and the fact that she has a very calm but also energetic personality at times. She is very dear to me because of her positivity. And she would always cheer me up and encourage me whenever I'm having doubts or feeling insecure. And I feel like she's just a very good person overall, despite us we haven't talked in a few years. I would still want to meet her again.
The next part is a part third of the test. You will be asked a further question about the topic in the part 2. This will give you the opportunity to discuss more abstract ideas and issues. Let's go. Are you ready?
Yeah.
And let's talk about friendship. How important is it for people to stay in contact with friends they made at school?
Among the reasons, I think the most important reason is that you need to have somebody that you can trust and that you can seek out for help whenever you need. Although for some people it might not be that essential for them, and it might not be that much of a priority for them to keep in contact with their friends at school, as they might have more colleagues at work or more people that they met in the future in their career. Having friends in school and keeping in contact with them can bring some sense of nostalgia, and it can bring you happiness if that friend is truly positive to you and is a figure that you look up to.
The next, is it easier to keep the contact with friends than nowadays to technology?
Well, from my experience, I usually text with my friends whom I may not have the time to meet up in real life. And technology has grown and it has become a factor that is important to a lot of people's lives nowadays. And they tend to use it to keep in contact with the people that they love. So while I do think that it's beneficial to keep in touch with your friends through social medias, it's not the best way to build a relationship, because texting through letters is just a small thing that you can do.
That's all right. Okay, the next, let's talk about socializing. In what way do most people in your country socialize?
Well, from my own observation, people usually opt to use messaging apps to keep in touch with their friends and to socialize with their friends. There's still some people who prefer talking face-to-face like me, but with the fast and rapid growth of technology, people tend to keep in touch through a screen digitally.
The next question, are people socializing more now than in the past?
Well, to be honest, I can't tell how people socialized in the past, but seeing the conditions nowadays, I feel like people do have more ways to socialize with each other that makes it more accessible for everybody, such as social medias, messaging apps, emails, unlike having to send letters like in the past. And I feel like with those solutions, people do socialize more nowadays.
Okay, thank you. This is the end of the test. Goodbye. Thank you.
Goodbye.
See you again.
See you.